Minkah Fitzpatrick has been re-signed today by the Pittsburgh Steelers on a 4-year deal. The 25-year-old will be earning $73 million, and it will be $18 million a year and $36 million guaranteed money, making him the highest paid safety in the league, which is a crazy thing. But many people are trying to say this was an overpayment, but I think on the contrary, this was a great deal. Minkah Fitzpatrick is already a 2-time All-Pro player at only 25 years old. And this guy has been nothing but a stud for us. In 2021, he was named the number 1 safety in the league. Obviously, he didn't have as great a season the next year, but he's still a stud, man. This guy can turn the game around on one possession, man. I've seen him return fumbles for a touchdown and just win the game just off that play against the Rams, against Jared Goff. I remember that like if it was yesterday. Nothing but great plays from Minkah Fitzpatrick that I've seen as a Steeler. Nothing to complain about. He's been honestly our best defensive back for the past few years. And now we gave him the money that he deserved. And I'm excited to see what's to come from him. He's only 25 years old, been re-signed for 4 years. He's got 1 year left on his contract, so he's going to be here for 5 years. So we're going to have him for his time from 25 years old to 30 years old, which will be his prime. That's the crazy thing. We've re-signed Minkah Fitzpatrick for his prime years. So he's only going to get better from here. He's already an All-Pro in his young time in his career in the NFL, and now he's going to go into his prime years, which we've locked him down for. So I'm really happy with the deal here. And honestly, we've been taking care of our defensive players, but on the offense, we've seen guys like Diontae Johnson not being paid yet and Juju Smith-Schuster being let go. Now, we've got Diontae Johnson, who wants to be paid, who's been saying he wants to be paid around $12 to $15 million a year. And honestly, is it deserved? Well, honestly, he had a great year last year, having 1,000 yards. And honestly, he does deserve to be paid. But I don't know if I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers, if I am looking to pay Diontae Johnson the money he wants. He had one good year, and he had 1,000 yards, and you could maybe even say it was because we had an extra game last season and the other years we did not. Because there's a argument to be said that does he get 1,000 yards if he plays 16 games instead of 17 games? But honestly, he's a good player. He's a good wide receiver. But the thing about the Pittsburgh Steelers is they have the best scouts when it comes to wide receivers. We always get the best wide receivers in the draft. We've seen them getting in the first round, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. They always get the best talent, and they've drafted 2 guys in George Pickens and Calvin Austin, who I think are 2 studs. And George Pickens has real potential to become the number 1 receiver in the Pittsburgh Steelers. I really do believe he has potential for that. And Calvin Austin is just a threat when it comes to the deep ball. He's just fast as, he's really quick. And I'm really excited to see what these 2 guys bring to the table. And I still want to see what Diontae Johnson does next season. And I think that should determine if he gets the money or not. Because as of right now, I would have let him go in free agency. But it is kind of strange that we've been locking down everybody on the defensive side of the ball. Nobody on the offense. But to be honest, we have managed our cap really well. And honestly, we do need a massive upgrade when it comes to the cornerback position. We only signed 1 guy. And honestly, I don't want to be seeing Cam Sutton on the cornerback spot. He's honestly a solid slot guy, but when it comes to the over-the-top ball, he has been exposed week in and week out. And I think we need a corner that's, maybe an all-pro corner, and then we're going to have the best defense in the league. But as of right now, we do have a situation when it comes to the cornerback spot. And I'm really glad we re-signed Minkah Fitzpatrick because he's our best defensive back, to be honest. He's the best guy we've got, and he's 25 years old. Imagine letting go a 25-year-old guy that's a 2-time All-Pro. Like, no, there's no chance we were going to do that. Even though, honestly, I was kind of expecting Minkah Fitzpatrick to possibly not be re-signed and maybe franchise tag next season, because we did acquire Brian Flores, who did trade Minkah Fitzpatrick from Miami to the Steelers because, Minkah Fitzpatrick wasn't really trusting the process that they were going through and didn't want to lose anymore. So he came to, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we traded, basically a first-round pick and a couple mid-rounders, and we got some mid-rounders back. But honestly, you don't trade for a guy, a first-round pick, and not re-sign him. So we did re-sign him, and Brian Flores and Minkah Fitzpatrick hopefully have, gotten their past away and don't even think about that. And we do have Brian Flores now in the defensive side of the ball as a linebacking coach, but I'm sure he does have a say when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. And I'm really happy that we do have Brian Flores, and it seems like him and Minkah Fitzpatrick hopefully get along because he is a head coach type of guy. And I'm glad that we have a guy. Well, you can never have too many head coaches on your coaching staff, and honestly, we got the best coaching staff in the league, and nobody else can say otherwise. We've got Brian Flores, who was a head coach and had, the past 3 seasons over a 500 record, and then we got Mike Tomlin, who who Mike Tomlin is. He's the best winner out here. He never has a losing record. Mike Tomlin never has it. But anyways, it'll be exciting to see what the Pittsburgh Steelers do this year with Mitchell Trubisky as of right now having first-team reps and, most likely is going to be QB1 week 1. And then we got Kenny Pickett, who will be learning under him, and we'll see how his future goes. But anyways, I'm excited right now for the Steelers. And yeah, we're right now being painted as the underdogs, and people are saying you're not even making playoffs, 5 wins, 6 wins. Well, I'm happy, man, because the Pittsburgh Steelers, when they're the underdogs, they are the best team out there. They can cause upsets on anyone, and I'm really excited because we will be getting 10 to 11 wins. You heard that right now. 10 to 11 wins from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Watch. You're going to see it. But anyways, leave a comment down below if you think it was a dub or else re-signing of the Minkah Fitzpatrick, even though it's obviously a W. But anyways, please like and subscribe for more videos like this, and thank you guys for watching.